Well, um, that was one of the longest hour and 20 minutes of my life. And I know I got like another four and some change to go. So let's get right to it, right? I'm doing this so hopefully you don't have to because I don't want anyone else to have to. But I will say this um, without hesitation, as a survivor of sexual assault and such. Um, Listening to this man recount everything that he went through, there's not a single doubt in my mind. Well, there's not a doubt in my mind, first of all, that this man suffered abuse, and he discusses and opens with abuse by family and being trafficked. He was adopted at a young age and trafficked, but this is you don't need all of it, right? You're not here for all of it. You want to know what the interview tape says. So I'm going to try my best to condense an hour and 20 into something quick. Went back in old school journalism mode. I got my notebook, so forgive me because I'm not doing this in takes. I'm not trying to do this multiple times. It's hard enough for me to live with the shit that happened to me in my head, let alone have to envision what somebody else went through, especially given what they went through. So, try to do this kind of in order, right? Long story short, Sascha Riley served in the military, was trafficked by Epstein and Trump, was assaulted by Epstein and Trump. Sascha's story, while it starts when he was a kid in the 70s and 80s, doesn't really kind of kick off to our immediate relevancy. And I hate to put it that way because I know that sounds callous, but I know, again, we're not looking for all the monsters in the world. Right now, we're looking for the biggest monsters, and then we'll scale it back. So, 2009, 2008, 2009, Sascha, after joining the military, is called in by CO because someone else, another Army member, while on garrison, was apparently found in possession of child pornography. The child pornography that the person in question had, and he does name names. Again, some of those details are there if you want them to provide corroboration, not to mention some of the dates and things. So Sascha's demonstrating there's a paper trail to back up their tale, right? So anyways, he's called in by a CO at that point who says, did you make a video with a black chick? And this guy at this point, this grown man, had been through trauma, had been through whatever, not a movie star, knew exactly what they were talking about, and was like, yeah, I did. And he asked, how old were you when you made the video? And says, about 11, 12. So this is all that the military needs to corroborate at this point. Once they recognize that it is in fact Sascha and that this is in fact child pornography, that military person dealt with, right? Now the thing about the situation with this video is we're not just talking about regular video stuff, right? Because not to say that that's okay, but as much as I hate sounding like Megyn Kelly right now, there are clearly rings of hell that I was not prepared to go into or was hoping that humanity wasn't capable of. Fuck. So in this case, the video is of Sascha and this girl named Samantha who was apparently later tortured and killed. And this is what first brought Sascha's history back to Sascha's awareness, and so put Trump back in the crosshairs and such. But I'm starting to ramble because the story alone is wow, right? So, yes, Sascha names names and names names in context. So it's not like, so the names in particular, he does, of course, mention Epstein, mentions this dude Andy Biggs, who I'm going to do a deeper dive into, mentions Jim Jordan, Donald Trump, Clarence Thomas, Lindsey Graham, even Putin comes up, and Clinton, although as like sideline figures, so don't get you, all in a hackle over that. Basically, you know what? I'm going to pause this video because this is still taking longer than I thought. I'm going to submit this one, and then part two will continue because fuck, it's a lot.